gates are locked. You'll have to find all the keys to unlock the gates. The gates... Find all the keys along the track, and the gates will open.
Let's rumble! So anyways, this one basically has you doing 3 laps around this course. And each lap, actually not really 3 laps, but it's kind of set up so it will only take you 3 laps for you to do it. I mean, I think it could take, you can take more if you want to, but it's not really necessary. I'm not so sure if they'll penalize you if you take longer than 3 laps, but it seems kinda easy just to do in 3 laps. Anyways, this one of those spike things will spike you. That was a horrible analysis. So basically, you go this way and you grab yourself your first key. This truck will drive over here. Go up here, so jump up here and grab a key. So that's 2 of the keys. Take a left or right. I'm gonna take a right. That's a left, silly person. Now the difference between left and right? Nope. But how if you take a left, you will grab yourself a treasure chest. So there you go. Keep it moving on. Jump up here, and you grab yourself the 3rd key. Huzzah! Halfway done, or more than halfway done. I don't remember how many keys there are. I think there's 6, 5. I guess I'll double check. Doesn't really matter. It kind of just has you to just go. There's a set course here. There's 5. Okay. It'll make more sense than 5. Anyways, there is really, if you die here, you gotta do the whole entire thing over again. So don't die. Lovely advice I have for you, don't I? Anyways, this whole entire, see, there's a key up there. You see, this whole entire scene is made up. This is not in the movie. They don't drive around like a silly people for a little bit trying to make their way up. Out, they kind of just grab it and leave. Not really much there. So I feel it's tad funny that they went ahead and did all this. Threw that seed in here. I always find it tad funny. It's completely not necessary. I guess they just had this idea for a driving mechanic, and they need more than just one scene of them actually driving for it. So it's like, hey, why don't we take like random parts of the movie that they could have been driving, and actually make them drive? It's probably the stop mindset there. When I cooked this up, that wouldn't be possible to do in 3 laps. And I just said not before not long ago that I said, hey, it'd be like impossible to do without 3 laps. Oh well. Anyways, keep going on now. That's the other extra, basically miss the jump. Or you can take a side route. But either way, I would recommend, more or less, that you just take it, just kind of break in midair from that jump. It's rightfully yours. Anyways, that big rumbling sound was actually this random pillar falling apart. See the right to the right there? Right to the right there. Did make a nice jump up here, and that's the 4th of the key. 4th of the key. Wow, lovely English. That's your 4th key. Take a little drive through here, breaking many crates along the way. I mean, this is basically this normal driving section by now. I mean, you get the point. They're all basically the exact same thing, recolored, recoursed, but all resemble the exact same concept. This one tries to be different and making you go around and get 3 keys. But besides that, it's nothing really too new. And here's the last key. The gates are open. And hit that thing again. I always seem to hit that. What are they? Hot sauce? Oh. I guess I'm gonna miss the jump again. Because I like missing the jump. The intros aren't really necessary. You don't need them to make any jumps. There's no really time limit, so you're good. Just gates now open, just spam the boost button if you have any left. Yes, you already told me that game. Thank you for telling me twice. Thanks, I forget. Or not, like, what is this, kids game or something?
Well done, SpongeBob and Patrick. Here is your reward. In this challenge, you have to race against the clock.
Well, that sounds easy. How fast can a clock go?
Patrick, don't you know that time flies?
No. But once I didn't take out the garbage for a month, and it had flies.
You'll have to fly along if you want to beat this time. Do 3 laps in less than the set time, and you will reward.
Yeah, do 3 laps. You don't need to find the keys. First lap, thank you for telling me that. Now, the recommendation for this, and this is actually very easy to do, is just to go ahead and completely ignore all the fancy stuff. What is the shortest lap you can make here? Well, basically take the shortcut this way. Bonk. Head around. Pop up. I think taking the shortcut is faster. You jump up here and take a left. Okay, it takes 33 here. So how long is this going to take? Let's go this way. Well, that's definitely quicker. So just do that every single lap. Do that 3 times. And I think actually missing this because it's 40 to 50. So go from 50. Let's keep a nice little eye on the time here. That's 10 seconds. Maybe making the jump might be faster. But basically do that 3 times. And that's it. I think the concept of this was going to make you go all different pathways through it all. And maybe then your time would be longer. But really, you don't. You just have to do the exact same course over and over again. There's no point going different ways. I mean, if this route takes 1 minute, why on earth would I go the other ways? It's pretty dang simple. But I mean, they're supposed to like try to do this the previous events before. But I think if you did that, you put on the keys, it would make more sense to me. If you had the keys down, you had to make me collect the keys and make it to the goal in 4.5 minutes. That would make way more sense to me. I'm actually just gonna go straight to 10. Actually, I missed a jump. Never mind. I mean, that makes way more sense. And then I'm forced to go around and push myself and go all the different courses. But seriously, look at this. I am setting a groundbreaking time compared to this. I mean, 4.5 minutes. 4.5 freaking minutes. I'm not gonna take 4.5 freaking minutes when 1 lap will take me 1 minute by the route I'm taking. I mean, that doesn't make any sense to me. Why on earth would I go the other routes and do that? No, it wouldn't make any sense. I mean, I say just putting the keys down. What the difference does that make? Say, hey, you really threw out all plot when you do these time challenges. I mean, go and hit maybe like markers or something. Maybe replace the keys so it doesn't seem like you do the exact same plot device again. But still, it seems incredibly silly to me that you make us do a time challenge when this whole entire option of the map was that it would be open. I mean, that's the one, like, you can do either go up or down, left or right. It's kind of had this open feel. And this time challenge is butt kiss. Because, well, you can do whatever order you want. Just do the shortest way.
You've won the time challenge.
That's not even remotely correct. The celebration season.
I have a ring challenge for you.
What a surprise.
You're giving me a ring?
Yes, a whole lot of rings. They'll appear as you drive along the way. You have a limited time to drive through each ring. If you go through all the rings, I'll reward you.
Sorry, I was still in the background there. That's a weird background audio. This one's harder because this one actually kind of makes you explore the course. I mean, it makes you go the other passageways, which makes it harder because that's the whole entire purpose of this one. But I mean, if you hit a nice little oil slick now, then this can get kind of tricky. You will be pushed sometimes, like how quickly you can get to by the oil slicks, because they will goof you up now and then. So keep that in mind. No, I didn't do that. I got money for it. I got money for being unobservant. It's kind of like lawyers. Not lawyers, all the politicians for ignoring things. I don't know. Bribing. Got bribed.
We got ourselves a convoy.
Convoy? Okay. I don't know if I heard that right. But anyways, this one makes you take the other path first. Just kind of wrap yourself way up. And this one actually kind of pushes you. This is probably the first ring challenge that actually will make them fade red and blink a couple times if you're really good at this game. you're not really good at this game, I mean, I'm not really good at this game. However, it will show you both extras, this ring challenge. So if you could not find the ring, you could not find any extras in this level, well, the ring challenge should have showed you where it would be. Because it does take the shortcut, and it does take that alternate lower pathway. I mean, heck, I mean, if you miss the jump, it's more likely than making the jump sometimes. So, and then I have to jump back there within 2 levels. Ah! I nicked it, but it didn't count.
We got ourselves a convoy.
There we go. Finally got to that ring this time. Okay, little mosey on. This time we're taking the shortcut, correct? Yep. See, it told you to run right into this wall. So, if you didn't know that it was here, I'll poo, I'll poo, I'll poo. Poo. See that? It gives you walls. Okay, recover from that. So don't take that way. Go right. This is the correct way of going right. Last time I was going left when I went right. Hooray for me knowing my lefts and my rights. I should know my lefts and rights. How else am I supposed to know the trigger buttons? That's actually me pressing the left button. I make the jump and land right on the tartar sauce. And no hard sauce. There's a difference. The boosts fly through the air with the greatest of ease. Even though they're a flying sandwich, so not really a lot of great ease in it, but what are you gonna do about it? I mean, a lot of these will flash red. Maybe you're supposed to go really fast or something, but they flash red pretty dang early. Super speed. This is the definition of super speed. I mean, really, how fast are you going? There's something to really compare yourself to a normal, maybe like gravity. What's the terminal velocity of a falling piece of oil? Underwater too. So I really don't know how fast we are going. We could be going what, 5 miles per hour if we really want to. I mean, how small is this? I mean, take size comparison. This is like a sponge. So really, we're probably going pretty dang slow, aren't we? I'm going someone's walking speed. And like someone like, I mean, yeah. I guess it's kind of like, if people were smaller, I think if people were smaller, then miles per hour would be reduced. The fact is, kind of, a mile isn't kind of proportioned to a human. And, let's see, there's about 1,000 feet per human height. No, that's kind of that's a bad estimate. That'd be everyone's 5.2 feet, 5.28 feet tall. That's 1 per 1,000. So, I don't know. I think, I mean, then the size ratio wouldn't be the same here. If it was like 1 to... Okay, I'm getting completely distracted. We're done with the challenge.
You've beaten the ring challenge. time, I have a manly time challenge for you. Woohoo! You'll have a limited time to do 3 laps of the track. Good luck!
So the hard challenge, you get the time limit of 3:20, which actually is pretty dang good. So I don't know where they go. Hey, you know, last time you probably did the course normally, so maybe I should take back what I said before about it. I guess I really didn't remember the time. I mean, but that's a minute. I mean, some walls. Anyways, other time challenges kind of have a difference between two, but don't quote me on this. I think this is the greatest differential between the normal time challenge and the manly time challenge. This is a minute and 10 seconds. Usually it's like half a minute, like 30 seconds between. Yeah, the same thing, I know. Between each one. This one is literally, well, thank you for me for saying literally, because obviously I would have figured to live about this. No, this is literally a minute and a half. That's a long time. Not a minute and a half, minute 10. A minute, why can't you say a minute and a half? A minute and 10 seconds. It's not a minute and a half. A minute and 10 seconds. It's a whole minute though. I mean, I'll be actually kind of pushing this one if I do that twice. If I do that 2 more times and it's the exact same time, I'll make it by 8 seconds. 8 seconds. That's actually not. That's pretty dang close. So maybe they were trying to go with, hey, do it normally, and then you'd think here, how on earth am I supposed to do this one? Just go. I don't know. I honestly don't know what the developers were thinking. The first one gives me a sense of one thing. I guess I kind of have to take myself back. They weren't. Maybe they were thinking that for the sake of the time challenge. And then when I saw people do the manly time challenge and just go for the best routes, I thought it was best planned for it. I have no freaking clue. Just do the exact strategy to do the first time. 3 laps. That's all you need to do, and just do the exact same route. And this one I should. I'm in good pace. Yeah, that one just took a minute. Now nitros, sometimes they go too far in your path. Don't grab them. If they're in your path, like this one, nope. Gonna keep going back to screw it. That's longer. This is quicker. I mean, even when that falls, this is still quicker than taking that path. I'm gonna hit that down. Yep. So why in the world would I take the new path that's opened up? Don't need to. I kind of always wondered sometimes how people judge. I mean, when they have time trials and stuff, like they have certain like obsession, like gold and silver times. Who sets them? Do they take? I mean, I played when I was younger. I played a game called Trackmania. And they went ahead and they took you actually had to drive. You could drive. Here the option of driving all the different times. It was kind of a cool concept. I kind of wish the game worked, but I think something was wrong with the computer, so it doesn't really work as much. I don't know, I'm getting sidetracked. Anyways, we're done.
Great job, guys. Now I can give you a reward.
Woohoo!